You know, we'll go to Centennial Park in a few, but and I'll talk about this more. But here's something that I think is kind of interesting. So let's say that if you're a black girl, right, and you are watching my channel, maybe you'll find this later, and you're trying to figure out, like, you're like, oh my God, I'm interested in being an influencer. Yes. Yes. This is why you should definitely do it. And I'm going to give you ideas on how you can do it. So, if you haven't noticed, I've literally made 3 videos, which I will put in the link to this description box, about my favorite YouTubers that help me find my voice, my favorite black influencers, right? So if you haven't noticed, at this point, all of those influencers have at least 100,000 followers. They are all living off of their content. So these videos that they're making about whatever, they have figured out a way where AdSense is paying them real dollars, and they make at least enough money to cover their rent and other things. Now, I feel like some of you guys have been watching the scammer girls do this, which if you want to take the short route to do it, that's fine. But you could also just really you could really get this. Like you can really be here. Not in a joking way, in a very real way. Like Kelly Stamps has a whole channel, how to start a YouTube channel. And I can tell you, because 2 years ago I had 33 subscribers. 33. Now I have 461, and every day I'm growing by 1 or 2 subscribers. Now to you, that might not mean anything. You might be like, oh, ha ha ha, she still has nothing. She doesn't have 5 billion. You don't need 5 billion. Do you know that some people who have 1,000 subscribers are making $10,000 a month in AdSense? Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that. You don't need the sheer number of subscribers that you have does not indicate how much money that you make on YouTube. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. All of these YouTubers, let's just think of like Kiana Naomi, Kareen Aloud, and Kelly Stamps, and Madison Brown. 4 YouTubers. Oh, and Kenya, as told by Kenya. Those are 5 black YouTubers who all have kind of like differing perspectives, and these are all black girls. So this is like, we're not including no biracial Beckys in this. These are all black girls with like black girl experiences. Okay, so like let's say that you actually enjoy consuming that content. What if you went back to the beginning of their channel, watched the first video, and then wrote down something in that video that you liked? You were like, oh man, remember when Kenya was working at Starbucks and then she would go home every day after her job at Starbucks and literally just sit here and talk about cultural commentary that was happening on Twitter? And then you talked about how you were inspired by that, and you just literally got a camera and just came in front of us like, I like Kenya's first YouTube video. And then you put her video in the description box. And then as you watched more and more of her videos, you just kept responding to it. I like this one thing that she did in the video. Oh, wait a minute. Because at this point, she's got like 4,000 videos. Or she's got at least like 200 videos. So that's 200 videos that you could make that are just responses to things that already exist. She talks about cultural commentary. She's got a whole booktube, Lily Reads. You could just, even if you didn't read the book, you could just go watch her booktube video, and then you could just write down themes that she talked about in those books, because now she's only covering like black authors. So she's read every single book by black authors. She's given you her literal opinion about it. This is a person with a bachelor's degree in English who got into law school, who's a 3rd-year law student. So if you're talking about somebody who has a well-formed opinion, it's her. All you got to do is just listen to it and be like, oh, Kenya said this. Here is what I think about this. Here's how I feel about this. This doesn't relate to my life because I insert whatever. I don't know what she's talking about here. Insert whatever. She said this term and I couldn't understand it. This is why I like the Kiana Naomi story, and I like the Kelly Stamp story. I think I like Kiana Naomi more because she is traveling through Latin America, which is very interesting. Latin America is historically anti-black. It's anti-black women. The racism there is incredible. But she seems to be having a very good experience traveling through Latin America. And this is the first time we've had a high-profile socialite. She's like a socialite at this point. She's literally an actress. Like if y'all didn't see where she began, she started with Try-On Halls. And then she got all these sponsorships. So at this point, she was in like art school for acting or something. She drops out. And then she was one of the first people to where they were like on those flued out trips. And she was like the only black girl who was on the flued out trips. Now it's like Core Treasy, but like she was the first one who was on those flued out trips where she was making all this content about how hard it is to be a black influencer. If you guys haven't seen the video that Kai made a while ago, she's like the difficulty of producing content as a black creator. These ladies were telling you guys what's wrong. All you have to do is go listen to them. They're still here. They're not dead or gone. They're not like, they didn't have some like fallout where, this is another thing that I think is so weird. People think that when controversy strikes, people are over, right? Like people think that Jeffree Star is over. Jeffree Star is not over. He's literally milking cows in whatever hick town that he's from, making beauty videos. The problem is like, we have two genders in society in reality, right? And so the people who buy makeup are women. Most men are not buying makeup. There are the very small percent, it's like 1% maybe of the population of men who are buying makeup. But in terms of raw sales, it's women. So if women are buying makeup to be pretty, okay, then you need influencers who are pretty to sell the makeup. Gay men cannot sell, only in the black community can a gay man sell makeup to straight women. But miss me, like I'm not following no gay male beauty YouTuber. No, I'm gonna go follow the Nigerian black one who looks like me, who is telling me whatever Nigerian brand is selling makeup there, and she can ship it to me, and I'm gonna DM her, and we gonna figure it out. Like, but like when Area Star promotes the Fenty brand, we're all gonna keep buying Fenty, and Rihanna's gonna be like a quazillionaire and like buy Jamaica or something, because it's just never gonna happen where like some gay male beauty influencer is gonna like infiltrate the African beauty industry. Like that's, I don't know who thought that was a thing. That's some really weird American shit. I don't know. Yeah, so this was supposed to be, I feel, about like Chris Brown and society. Okay. Anyway, so this was about ideas on content creation. Another thing actually, which I've been trying to give you guys on this channel, which I feel like some of you guys haven't picked up, like if you haven't picked this up, like I am a model. That's why I can talk about things in the modeling industry and be like serious about it. But like I'm still a person, and I'm kind of giving you guys like the inside aspect of my life. It's not really inside, it's just like what I do every day in reality, and I'm not crafting it for you to feel comfortable. I'm literally just sharing with you the lazy part of I turned on the camera and told you how I felt when this real thing happened. Other people are like crafting these narratives where you get this like video image of like, oh wow, like you really, be serious. Y'all think every single white girl in America is living this like great life? They're all in luxury apartments. Everybody's parents is paying for everything. No, social class is a real thing. Some girls are broke. Like I gave y'all that channel of the girl who's like living in her car. She's broke. Like also a lot of the white actresses y'all like are broke too, but that's a whole other thing. Like they're not just broke. Like when we're talking about Beyonce being paid $34 million for 1 hour, like she made more than a lot of them made in their whole career. They've been working for 50 years and have never made that much money ever. So what Beyonce's 1 hour is worth like 50 of their whole lives. If that's not clear, let's put it into dollars and cents, because that's what it is. There's just so many moments. Like really think about this. The stuff that's happening right now in terms of especially like media representation in terms of like black women, like Lori Harvey getting a modeling contract with IMG is major. It's major. Like black girls don't get signed. There's Tyra Banks, there's Naomi Campbell, and Iman and Leah Kibiti. Okay, now we've got Cindy Bruna and Iman Hammond, Chanel. I mean, okay, we've got some, but I mean, come on, it's not everybody. And it ain't most people. And I think we really got to be serious. Like you got to use what you have. And I think I took that for granted just because I had so much. And I was like, and also here's the thing that I feel like I saw that was happening, which I didn't want to contribute to. A lot of people in the black community, they do this thing where they're like, she did this and then she got that, so I'm gonna do this and then I got that. Even if it's bad behavior, like all the stuff that was happening with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, there are real guys in real society who were like planning to go shoot black women if he didn't get prison time. I literally made a whole video with their comments where they were like, ooh, I'm gonna shoot her too. They were all planning to go shoot black women. And we had to show up with signs being like, bro, no, seriously. Like, he actually tried to shoot me. Not he tried, he did shoot her. And so many rappers made fun of it. They think that shit is funny. So I guess we just have to wait until it's their turn when they get shot. And then we can all laugh too and make little commentary songs. Ha 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 ha. They always try to make it happen to black women first. They're like, oh, but the black women, they could just do, they do everything. We could just bury them under the ground and they'll still survive. Like, no, black women are not that strong. No, 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 no. Black women, especially in America, have already dealt with enough. We don't even have the capacity to deal with no more. Not one more ounce of trauma porn. Not even 1 minute. We don't have it. Don't have it to give. We ain't got it. Black women can't afford no losses at all. Not even 1 second of loss. All we can afford is comfort. That's it. The pillow ain't making my life fluffier. I ain't got the time. I'm on the clock. That's what you got to tell people. I'm on the clock. I ain't got the time. I ain't got it. Niggas to feel how they feel.